Hey everyone, this is John from RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia. We got Scott here, and we are going to be unboxing cloud hammers. And what else are we doing besides cloud hammers? I already forgot.
Assorted
Nihonto, and some stuff from Legacy Blades. So check it out. We're going to be doing things. What's a good steel would you recommend for cutting? SX105V. Were sword bags family specific, or were they just scrap material? Sword bags. I actually don't know. Do you know the answer to that? Sword bags?
Really made from old kimono.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds about right, based upon some of the Tiger dramas I've watched. All right, let's start with this baby here. What do we got here, Scott?
This we just got in from Legacy Blades, and we sold it really
This is
fast.
from Ryan, actually.
Yeah, actually, Ryan's sword, yeah.
We got it. There was actually a guy who came in for his, for his wedding.
And he bought two of them.
He bought two Viking swords for his wedding. So here we are. This is one of the Viking swords. We are now back in stock.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's a really well done Viking sword. Let's actually hold it, angle it so people can see the light. You guys see the grains?
It's really light, but it has, distinctive. It has a distinctly longer handle than your traditional.
It's like a hand and a half Viking
really
sword.
Is, but I love it. It's really plain and simple. I really like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got this back in stock. Hey, Gavin Stewart. We are unboxing Cloud Hammer, Ryan, Legacy Blades, and some assorted Nihonto and supplies. Anime swords. We have lots of anime swords, and we will show them later. Let's start with this one box over here. This one of accessories. So these are we just got these from Japan. This is one of the swords that one of the items that they use to pop stuck ska. So several different prototypes, and so we got the mallets. Apparently, that's the mallet bag. This is for popping Shirasaya.
Yeah, these are great.
I've actually never tried to pop a Shirasaya, so I don't know how that works. I just use these.
These are so awesome.
And these are the channels. So what you do is that you put it onto a ska, or not a ska, but onto the seppa, so that when you do the malleting, it doesn't actually damage the sword or bend the what you call it. So here we are. Watch as Scott demonstrates, but he's not actually going to.
You can put on the spine. And
can you turn it over so people can see the channel? Yep.
And lightly tap with your death mallet of death.
So it puts pressure on the seppa instead of on the tsuba.
Yeah, so you're not bending the tsuba. You ever seen somebody take a mallet, just clank, 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 hit the tsuba, and then they pull the tsuba off, and the tsuba's bent backwards?
Have I ever seen it? Yes.
Have you ever done it?
Yes.
Yes, I think we all have.
I have seen it when I've done it myself. Hey, Adrian in the house. So yeah, we got 10 sets of these. They all have different. I know it has Japan mold smells.
Yeah, they're all a little different.
Yeah, so they're all a little bit different. We're basically going through different sets, different types of things. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna list these and figure out how to list them. We got 10 sets. So anyone who needs something to,
so they come with all three pieces.
They come with all three pieces in a set. Yeah, I saw that coming. Military saber in the. Let's actually. We don't really need that. This is for. Not stuffing over. All right, let's go ahead and move to Legacy Blades. Hey, Kratos in the house. Matthew Shadrix, long time no see. Thanks for joining in.
Hey, Kratos.
Packet knives? I assume you mean pocket, but neither. We have neither packet knives or pocket knives. We have our own personal pocket knives. Here is a Legacy blade. This is an odachi made of 9260 spring steel. The nice thing about 9260 spring steel is that it's given the length of the sword, it's very easy to bend the blade. But with 9260 spring steel, or any type of spring steel for that matter, there's less likelihood of bending.
So we got like a 34, almost 35-inch long blade with 35 and a half inch blade with a 15.7 inch, almost 16-inch handle. So the balance is really well done. The proportions are really well done. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
You could buy Scott Yojimbo for 500. That sword is huge. Oh, it's Brian in the house.
Yojimbo, I got a Yojimbo too and a Yojumbo right for you.
Oh, boo. All right. These are 375. They'll be back on our website. Actually, you can add them to the website in a minute here because we already have pictures of these on the website.
Oh yeah,
we already have these. We've already had these. We're just getting a restock. From here on out, we're more or less going to be doing this particular tsuba, which is like the kiku, or the kiku gata, which is a chrysanthemum style. This is what we're going to do for the 9260 spring steel ones. Hey, Empty, thanks for joining in.
Any new colors?
No, I think it's the same colors as before. Just sort of your standard ones, the ones that everyone will tend to go for.
You know, everything has sold. It was interesting how green was the.
Green was the popular the last time, but now we have excess of green.
This is nice. It's black on white.
Yeah, black on white. You could never go wrong with black on white. That sounds inappropriate, but anyway. Hey, Rita. Yeah, these are, once again, these are odachi. What color is this? Is it blue?
Blue, yeah. Blue
Is it navy blue?
Skin, yeah.
Blue and white. And one more. Is that the last?
No.
Nope, we have two more. We got 6. Okay.
Oh, good.
A brown.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, somebody told me brown wouldn't sell, but we've been selling plenty of brown.
Who would see that?
Who would say such a thing?
Oh,
It's kind of funny because something will sell and then a lot of, and then it won't sell for a while. And then it'll start selling again. We don't know what the hell we're doing.
we think some things will never sell, and it's the first thing to sell.
I know. Every time we think we know what we're doing, we're proven wrong, at least for a couple months. And then
This is nice. This red, this like
red and
crimson
black.
red with the black. It's really pretty.
This, I believe, is called wine red, is what they call it.
Called blood red.
Blood red. How much? These are $375, 9260 spring steel odachi. They are very big swords. You can see that we're putting on the prep wall. So tomorrow we're going to go and put price tags on them. Oh, that bag of stuff over here, that's from Cloudhammer. That's basically sageo and other stuff, so we can make a comparison. I have no idea what this belt is for.
It sends.
I have no idea why they sent us a belt.
It has a belt.
Yeah, I don't know why they sent us a belt. But here we are. We have their new, they actually have white leather now and red leather. So it's pretty cool. Black leather we know about. Here are the matching sageo colors. So that's pretty cool. Hey, it's Ryan Voshell in the house. Restock Cloudhammer Odachi. We've never had a Cloudhammer. You know what? We do have the Yamato Odachi from
left.
one just went out today. I think there's one on the shelf. Is there not?
No.
We had one on the rack that I moved somewhere. So we might have one left.
Get a man on it. What
Next. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see Nihonto or Cloudhammers? Cloudhammers it is. All right. Let's go start with this one here. So now we're on to Cloudhammer stuff. Do you guys sell non-sharp? No.
We doll them.
We can doll them if you want. Sub Club Odachi from Cloudhammer. Duh. Oh, yeah, you're right, Steve.
Oh, I remember that, Steve.
We are actually getting those back in the near future.
Yeah, those were great.
120 centimeters. They were very long.
Of course, Steve would know.
Steve and Cook know our stock better than we do.
We do.
I know, it's pretty ridiculous. So this is a new style of securing the tang to the pommel. And what they do is they basically take a bolt and screw it into the tang and then they file it down and then they weld it all together. And so there's this demonstration of them smacking the crap out of this. This is some kind of hand and a half sword. I believe it is SX105B, but I could be wrong. But this is a new.
This is a cloud hammer?
This is a cloud hammer.
Look at the detail on the scabbard. It's not just a
Plain, yeah.
cover. They actually did really. I'm impressed with this.
Can you get katanas and dorms? I think you have to. That depends on where you are. What is it? You're smiling ear to ear.
Just hold it.
Holy crap! This is so light and balanced. Holy crap! It's like really long. It is a really long sword, but it's very light and balanced. So,
This will be sold tomorrow.
we'll see. Actually, you want to add the inventory for the odachi right now? Just in case you guys want to buy an odachi, Scott is adding to inventory right now. However, this sword, we have pictures of it somewhere. This is very similar to that thin sword geometry. This is basically a hand and a half sword is what this is. So someone is asking about a hand and a half, and this is a kind of a hand and a half. I believe it is SX105V. I could be wrong about that. If it's SX105V, it is $500. If it's S5, it's $800. We can ship to Ireland. There is some risk of seizure. Did you ever find out what happened with James's Kawa Nakajima?
I'll talk to you offline on that.
That's better without plastic, right? Yeah, check out that thin little blade. It's not exactly like the armor piercer, but this is a hand and a half. Always excited. John, you got to get Robin Swords to visit your awesome store, have an awesome sword training class with Scott. Heck yeah, Rodney. I met Robin Swords over at Dragon Con. Did you hear about this, Scott? Okay, so I was in this panel about combat in fantasy, and the last question was, what do we recommend for learning about combat in fantasy? Like things you can learn on your own. And this is talking for people who are writing fantasy. And the guy in front of me, the author in front of me, Nikolai, he goes, YouTube channels, there are a lot of great YouTube channels. And I go, yeah, my favorite is Robin Swords. And at the end, Robin from Robin Swords walks up. It's like, thanks for the shout out. Like, holy crap, I had no idea he was there. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. Yeah, this is a pretty cool, yeah, this is a super light. I mean, this is really, I mean, it's not light, but it's really well balanced. All right. So.
All right. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we have pictures of this. I was
Okay, that's that. And now we have this.
This is a saya. Let's see what the saya is. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. We will see when it pops out. This
Is
is
it a replacement for something?
maybe. Huh.
Maybe just showing off a color?
No, I don't think he would do that. This is for something, but I don't know what.
Is it for Mike? De La Vega?
No. Yeah. So go ahead and put it back, and we'll figure it out. I got it. I'll ask him. It's like, what is this orange saya for? For gold orange? Is this the orange that you were talking about, or is it a different orange?
Yeah, that orange. Oh, like that.
This is
This is a replacement.
this is a replacement for.
Have one of ours.
This is a replacement for James Wilding, actually. Yeah. There was an issue with some stuffs and stuff on his side.
Glad they made it right.
So yeah, yeah. Armed Archangel, receive the Dark Tide. I have to tell you, the pictures on your site definitely do not do this katana gorgeous justice. It is a gorgeous sword. Thank you, Armed Archangel.
Beautiful sword, isn't it? I love it.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
We've got 3 handles here.
That looks like that got damaged last year. The orange that got damaged last year. Man, I don't even remember that. All right, let's take a look at these. And we'll worry about these later. Nothing good for sale, but I'll leave that. Extra ska. All right, so one more here. The longest we have is an odachi, and oh my god, that's effing ridiculous. That is effing ridiculous. Look at the size of this tsuba. This tsuba is like, wow, that is a giant tsuba. That's all I gotta say. Like, this is a long blade. This is an 80 centimeter long blade, but everything else makes it look like a normal size blade. I have no idea if this will sell. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was when I designed it. Like, I knew it was big, but I didn't think it was this big. That tsuba cannot make it through the door, says Cook. Yeah, I have to agree. This is an S5, 80 centimeter long. This is a Kinoto type. Yeah.
It's a freaking umbrella.
Yeah, that is huge.
Wow. Something in perspective is the size. Yes.
Scott's going to grab another sword so we can make a comparison.
There's a tsuba comparison.
There's a tsuba, and yeah. So they say that the tsuba will never protect your hands on the katana. Well, this one will. This one is $825, I think. It's either actually $875 or $925. Just check out our website. I think this is called, well, look for S5 Crane and you will find this one. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, that's an enormous tsuba. And the blade is long. The blade is long and wide. I mean, so much of this sword, this looks like a regular sized sword with a small ska is what it looks like. Well, that's what I was looking at. Wow. I was looking for a big tsuba in order to balance out the weight. But this is Scotchy, so it can't be but so heavy. Man. So this is one of those S5 35 millimeter wide swords.
I've seen Bakumatsu period tsuba this size.
I have never seen one that big. I've seen some pretty big one Bakumatsu. For those of you who don't know, Bakumatsu is the end of the Tokugawa shogunate, and this is where like the both Satsuma and the partisans who supported the emperor all like big. Shipped to the UK, hard to say. UK has some restrictions. This is a Kinoto, yes. And it is really big. I mean, you just really can't tell because that tsuba and everything else, all the parts are so ginormous. All right. This is what I was excited about, this sort of stuff in here. This is like some more cloud hammers that number one, some people have ordered and have been waiting for. Others that, yeah. Scott's gonna start opening this with this is a patented Scott Takahashi technique for opening several sword bags at once. Gavin, yes, Satsuman Choshu, but that's the Sacho Alliance. But I'm actually talking about the style of Koshirai. So Satsuma Koshirai tends to be really big and kind of hastily put together. But there's also the Kinoto, which was, 9mm or 10mm Tsuba, says Brandon Burkett. Of course, Brandon Burkett, of course you do. If anyone's going to have a big sword and a big Tsuba, it is Brandon Burkett.
Yeah. How you doing, Brandon?
Hubcap Tsuba is what Steve calls it.
Yeah, it reminds me of Steve, a hubcap.
Katana with a clover Tsuba. Yes, we do actually. Look for our Reaver, the Reaver.
Okay, this is something wrong.
Historically, were these large swords for taking down horses? No. Oh, this is the new Shishi. This is the new one. So we have a black one, and now we have this blue and silver one. Yeah, this came together really nicely. Oh my god. Also a very large Tsuba. I don't know if you guys can see just how big this Tsuba is, but it is a very big Tsuba. I actually do not like huge Tsuba for EI, just for collecting. All right. Yeah, this is really pretty. It's an S5 shock steel blade. Are you okay? Did you cut yourself?
I'm good.
Okay. This one has one of those bogi.
Ooh.
So this is the S5 with the big ass bogi.
Which is way lighter than you expect.
It is ridiculously light considering what a wide. This is a 35mm blade. By the way, Cloudhammer is going to start doing a 40mm blade. In fact, they've already done the prototypes that they're going to send us. So we're going to be the first people to get to try out a 40mm blade.
This is the 29er.
That's the 29-inch or 29-inch, not the Man, this freaking Tsuba is getting in the way. All right, another
Oh, here you go. The wine red.
The wine red. So this is one of our new looks. This is
Look at the. What is this?
This is an S5 deep touchy sortie blade.
Oh, yes.
And this is their fire. This is their fire saya. I don't know if we can try to catch the light so you can see the coloration of the saya, but this is their fire saya. Unique to Cloudhammer. No one else does this. This is the Autumn Chrysanthemum. It was actually supposed to have a black sageo. But check out the curvature on this baby.
It's a really nice koshizori.
Yep, that is a koshizori, deep curved koshizori sword.
What's the length on this? This is at least.
That's also 80.
This is
32 inches.
32 inches. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Wow.
And this is the first I've seen their red leather. So we all talk about Cloudhammer leather. They finally have red.
It's a big deal to us because it's always been blue or black.
Yeah, blue, black, and brown.
Brown, yeah.
So now we have wine red. This is a really nice color. I do like it.
It's like when Apple introduces a phone in a new color. Oh, it's the end of the world.
So there we go. I think this is a really nice color scheme. And this is another Kinoto. This one, so we're finally getting our Kinoto shipment. I thought this would come like 3 weeks ago, but I guess it took them a while to pack all these big swords. This is big sword day, people.
Wow.
We are not cutting today, no.
I love this Kashi style too as well.
These are all in the $800 some range, 800 to 900. Yeah, this is also a fairly large Tsuba. Relatively large. And that's what I was going for these Kinoto type of swords. They tend to be a little straighter. They're probably a little more curved than the average classical one. Oh, this is the first Musashi. The Iron Musashi. This is the first of them. This is our budget S5 shock steel sword. This one, I believe, has a polymer core. So we're probably going to cut with this one and see if supposedly these polymer cores can help shock absorb. So I'm very curious to see. No, these are not made in Japan. I like that saya too on the red. Yeah, that's the Hoyuanchao. I have a 38mm wide Nihonto. Some were made pretty wide. Brandon Burkett, guess what? So do I. Haha. May I buy a katana from you? I live all the way in California. Yes, made in France. We ship to California all the time. We probably have like at least one order from California per day. So this is a standard S5. It looks small in our hands after all those big ones, doesn't it? So this is the Iron Musashi. And this is the budget. This is the $550 full length katana that we have in S5. Made in France. Go to our website, rvakatana.com. Oh, this is This was another experiment. Different tsuba on this one.
Wait till you see the Scott on this.
Wow. I like this one.
I do too.
But you know what? They messed up the sageo.
I can live with that. Wow. Oh, very nice. Okay, so just hold it, and you immediately know.
Oh, it's a thin profile. Is that what you're talking about? The ska is so thin. It feels really nice in the
More
hand.
narrow than like a Dragon King autumn leaf.
Wow. Daddy like.
I love this new color though. This is really pretty.
They had it for a long time and then they stopped having it. We're actually going to see if we can swap this. Oh, it says real color too. We're going to see if we can swap out these two saya with each other.
Oh, we got this back. This is good.
So this is the SX105V Musashi with a rosewood. Is this the rosewood one?
Yeah.
Do we already have some out on the floor?
Not katana.
I thought we had them on the floor, but okay.
We have wakizashi.
So this is a rosewood saya, very weighty. SX105E, no bogi. This looks like a long. Is that a long ska?
Yes, it is. It's a shaku.
Ooh, look at the race. Look at the.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I like that Rubin Del ran on the
I'm gonna put this on the back of this one.
Right there in the front.
I thought we had this on the floor. Like it's not, huh? This is another one of the. This is the same thing. The blue.
Lucy Shishi though. It's really pretty.
That's the same one we can repack that.
Seriously?
Yeah, we pulled out. We pulled one out earlier.
Is it blue?
Yeah. The blue and silver one. You were gawking at it earlier.
Hold this. I gotta tie my shoe. There you go. Get out of here.
I need that box. Thank you. This is the repeat, but I think it actually was pre-ordered. I gotta double check and see. This is another one of the lattice ones.
Gotcha.
Go ahead. Can you turn that bag inside out or right side in? That one we need to ship that to someone actually. That's how he takes his socks out, I bet.
Yeah, so I take my sock.
Was one of the sheet? Oh, Willie, yes, this is your sword, by the way, Willie.
Really gross.
It's Willie Grills. Wadoichi Monji, no, but we do have Wadoichi Monji. Which one is this?
This one.
That's not Willie Grills.
Isn't that Willie's?
This is Willie's.
Okay, that's Willie's. So I'll ship Willie's. Is this one also sold? You know?
This one, I think it is already sold. Here, let's just put it partway in the box so we know. We know which ones because these are already kind of formed for the size. I got it. Okay, you got it. I'm gonna put these down on the floor so we need to ship them. Get it!
Yeah.
Oh, so this is another version of that one from before with the gold sagale. But this one is that black and white?
This is black and white.
Okay, so I remember I was trying to experiment with what looked better with the stuff. Price on the red Saya S5, Steve. They are, I believe, they should be on the website, Steve. I think they're $875, but I could be wrong. Steve, don't tell me you're going to go for an S5 and not and break your modern sword moratorium.
This is beautiful. Look at the curvature on it. Really nice.
Yeah, I think they're all the same. And so we can mix and match because we have a pre-order and I got to figure out which one it is. All right, that's all the modern swords. Now we're going to get to the Nihonto, our antique Japanese swords.
So, Steve, I know you're a watch collector. Do you collect anything from
We do have anime swords.
Grand Seiko? My wife is going to do another calligraphy event, and they're introducing a new watch made out of tamahagane next week.
The hockey imbued swords. I think that happens when Scott farts on them.
Hockey?
Hockey.
Hockey as in like...
No, not like ice hockey, but it's like some sort of anime term. Like ha-ki, ha, and then chi. Yeah. Here is a torokusho, a copy rather, because you can't keep the actual torokusho. It is a tanto. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. I read it and I'm just like, for those of you who can read Chinese or Japanese as the case may be, look at that kanji right there. Oh, this is a nice little bag too. Minecraft. We did not see the trailer. Sorry. Mark said we have a way to deliver to the UK. I don't know what Mark's talking about. I was told by a UK person that it can be done, but I still don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Steve says the only Seiko he has is 1972 Captain Willard. Anime is the big gateway for you two. Is it? The Cloak of Invisibility.
Kaiken?
This is a
Kaiken with the kogatana. Oh my gosh.
that is a Morohazukuri.
Whoa.
Clay tempered on both sides.
How small that is.
Scott's got these big hands. So this is a Morohazukuri, clay tempered on both sides. I don't know if actually it looks like the back end is sharp as well. So it's sharp on two sides.
Tsurugi.
And it does have a little mini tsurugi on it too. Or not yeah, there's a mini tsurugi. Is that a tsurugi? Holy, it is.
The tsurugi.
Yeah, I have never seen one like this before.
I've never seen him do a tsurugi as a kogatana and something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Wow, that is awesome.
This is not papered, Steve. No.
Look at the check this out right here.
What is that? It has these little knobs on it.
I know. What's going on there? I love it.
I don't even know which way the sword goes back. Oh, I do because of where the notch is for the tsurugi. That might be why it's there, so you can know which way it goes in. Anyway, yeah, cool deal.
This is a great little sword. Very nice. Very nice.
This one is going to be probably about $12.50 for those of you who are interested.
Now for the star of the show.
Oh, sorry. How much for that knife with the other knife? Probably $12.50, but I need to confirm. It's $12.50 or $15. It's now legal to own samurai swords here in England. That's what I thought, Jonathan Keene. That's what we were told.
And we're very sorry to hear that.
Yes, that sucks. This is nice. This is a nice sword bag too.
Oh.
Look at the freaking Mikugi on that bastard. That guy.
The Minuki.
Minuki. Yeah, not the Mikugi. Wow. Let me so you can see the wood here has been repaired. It's not in the best shape. The leather pieces are coming loose. But it is a full piece.
With the best hamon, might I say.
Is it a Sugaha?
Sugaha or GTFO. And pop it.
Go for it. I want to look at that ska.
Well, why don't you go ahead and do that?
I'll admire it while Scott goes and looks. Once again, look at the size of this Minuki. It's huge. So this is one of my fingers. This is as long as one of my fingers. And it's a dragon Minuki. This is a Tachi. And I don't know if it was meant to be without a wrapping. Look at it has emperor nodes. I don't know if this was meant to be without wrap, but it looks good in my opinion without the wrap. Yeah, Rob, this one is an antique. I believe it is an Edo period, but I don't remember for sure. I'll have to look at the deets when I get back home. There's a chrysanthemum. There is a kikumon on it. Kikumon. I don't know if you can barely see it. So this one, Brandon Burkett says it's suriage. It is definitely suriage.
Suriage, which means it's been cut down.
It's been cut down. It was much longer at one time or another. Given the shape of the condition of the nakago, well, it has a kikumon. So if it's kikumon, it is most likely an Edo period one. Oh, it's the Satsuma style.
Yeah.
So the lord of the Satsuma domain, he didn't want his samurai to be able to draw on each other. So they had these little holes which you would run. You would tie it down. You would tie your sword in, so you couldn't draw it. If you had to draw it, you had to untie it first. It's kind of like if you had, I guess, like gun locks on your guns, and you had to undo them or something.
Really pretty tsuba.
Yeah, it's a really pretty tsuba. I like that one. Yeah.
Really pretty.
So yeah, it's a really pretty one. Back blade sword. We do.
Wow. Look at this habaki.
That habaki has tons of detail. Check that baby out. Hey, it's Mike De La Vega in the house.
Hey, Mike.
Sakura logo? No, it is Kiku, a chrysanthemum. But yeah, I would say from the condition of the nakago, it is probably a koto sword. It's been cut down, and you can see where the wear lines are. Udenuki ana satsuma holes. Thank you, Brandon. I did not know the name of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew what they were and what they were for. I didn't know the name of it. I will actually forget it by the time I leave here, but I will try to remember that. Is that similar to how they would place their swords in their right sides to show no hostility? I'm not sure what that means, actually. I'm sorry. We do have Emma, yes. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and you can see our entire stock. I like it.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty.
So basically, unpapered sword, unpapered tachi.
Really pretty.
Yeah, it's a really pretty. I really like the effect of it. It has like the little buttons on the what you call it? The ashi. Yes. I actually don't know what the leather piece is called. Brandon Burkett, what is the leather piece is called?
Kawashi.
Kawashi. Yeah. So it has chrysanthemums on the kawashi. It's in such bad shape, it's taped together over there. So yeah, very cool. I'm actually going to take this. Put it back in. I'm going to take this back home so I can get pictures.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all we got new tonight. So if you have something you'd like to see, we're happy to walk around the shop and answer some questions, show you what we have.
Oh, got the Japan mold.
I know, right? It's got that smell.
Got the Japan's must smell. Oh, let's see. So yeah, Emma. Someone wants to see Emma, which is no surprise. Everyone always wants to see Emma. You don't have to. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do a loose.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. How much for the tack whack? Tack whack is $375, but we are out of stock. We are getting more, but we are out of stock. Tanjiro's new sword. We have one right there. Scott, right here.
Which one?
Tanjiro's new sword was Rengoku Tsuba.
It's weird holding that Koto era Nihonto and now I'm holding this like.
Do the antique period blades arrive to you sharp, or are they usually dull edged? Are they? I've actually never tested. Well, I've been cut by one, so I've never bothered to check.
They're not dull, if that's what you mean. Yeah, they may be out of polish, and you don't sharpen those; you polish them sharp. So.
Yeah, sometimes though, actually, some have been dulled for EI.
Oh yeah, somebody's using. Yeah, obviously using it, but that's not used for EI.
Yeah, that last one was definitely not in condition for EI.
Someone said Emma.
Emma, yeah, Emma right here. This is our floor model. It's been our floor model for a long time, so it's not in the best condition. Everybody and their mothers touched it. We're talking about the sword, not. What are you laughing at? I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you were thinking. Law. This is everyone likes the furry law sword. You know what we also have? Dun, 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 dun. Let's show the other. Let's show our new law sword. Oh, where is it?
Sold it.
We have
Brian Staub bought it.
we have 10 of them up there. I told Matt that we had 10 of them. That's what he thought. He thought I said 10 nagwacks. There's 10 long laws up there.
If you're watching,
The sword from Heroes. No, we don't have it.
I'm gonna get some.
Polish was finished on my Taratsuna. Not right now. We'll do it tomorrow. Sweet. Can I see your blue plum? You can.
Yeah.
That sounds almost inappropriate too. Asta sword we don't have. Here's the blue plum right here. $125 1060 steel sword. Really cool blade here. Glimmering Dragon.
Oh, that's the new one.
Yeah, we just got this one in. This is a dragon spring
This
sword.
is the new hotness.
Yeah. This is a really cool looking sword.
That's a really cool dragon. You're the dragon.
Almost over. Hey, Nicholas Shaw.
Actually, that's like a gold blade with.
I'm looking for a real Masatsune katana you have. So you're looking at Matsamune, but it's Masatsune. Masatsune. Or Tsune. Masatsune. Masatsu. You can always contact me afterwards. Kitetsu 3 pattern. Yes, we do have Kitetsu 3. We didn't get any wood kitetsus, did we?
Mm-mm.
We were supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Sandai Kitetsu.
Sandai kitetsu.
We're supposed to get the. What's
We were supposed to get Sandai kitetsu. I mean, what's the point of having just this? Here's Nidai right here. Coolest sword, in my opinion. That's hard to say.
so many?
There's so many cool swords in here. It's been a week since I've actually been here. I was out of town and then couldn't come in for the last
wall
few days.
racks.
And we have new wall racks. Check this out. Look what Scott did made up here. So we had those, but check out all those over there. So when I walked in today, I was like, whoa! And not only that, if I had done that, I would have had them all out of order, or not out of order, but spaced unevenly. Scott like measured it all out. That's where that German ingenuity clashes with New Jersey sensibilities.
Hey, with the Japanese wife, my house is an Axis household.
Let's see, combat grade. Yes, we don't have the Highlander one, but Mike De La Vega is going to be making some Cloudhammer S5s with them.
Yeah, Mike's the man for that. Yeah.
Night Raptor. Kratos wants to see the Night Raptor. Here are our colored blade sword, including the Purple Rain. Night Raptor is over here somewhere. Deadpool sword we do not have.
Nice thin side.
Nichijin, we do have Demon Slayer swords. Black blade, but it's still T10 clay tempered.
Of death.
Kenpachi Zaraki sword, I don't think we have it. We do have a lot of bleach swords, but not that one. People have asked, and I'm like, it took me a while to figure it out because I don't watch Bleach at all. Shirasaya, we do have Shirasaya, or actually the real term is called Shikomizue, stick sword. Shirasaya is for storing swords.
Yeah, this is incorrectly referred to as a Shirasaya. This is called a Shikomizue. So a Shirasaya sword is just for storage. You would not use it net mount. This is something you can actually use just as a plain, simple.
We don't, so we can, when we sharpen our swords, we're putting a secondary bevel. It's not a traditional method of doing it, but we have both Mark and Matt who can do it in such a way that you really can't tell it's a secondary bevel.
Yeah, they do really good.
They do a really good
And
job.
they're both practitioners, so they understand.
How do I know I'm getting quality? I mean, I guess you don't know until you get it, right? These are real swords. We do have Demon Slayer swords. We do have an Afro Samurai sword up here. This is our last. We have one more in box. One more in box, and this is the floor model, which we cut with. You can order from rvakatana.com. rvakatana.com. Cloudhammer Raptor. I think we sold out of it. We have the Sky Raptor, but we don't have the Night Raptor. Sky Raptor is blue. Night Raptor is S5 black. Sasuke sword, we have two versions. We have a high-end version. Sky Raptor is the one we cut with. So we do have a couple of new Sky Raptors in box. It's probably at the bottom of that rack over here. Yeah, where is it? Here's the Sky Raptor. It's an Unukubi. Which bleach swords do you have? I wish I could tell you.
We'll show you.
We'll show it to you, but we don't necessarily know the name.
It's really light.
It's a very lightweight sword. This was a crap ton of fun to cut with.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Like we cut with the Cloudhammer 76 centimeter one, which is kind of weighty with no bohie, and then we cut with this one. It was so light, it was just like flying through the air. Batosai the Manslayer. We do have the Hitokiri Batosai.
We have two versions. We have a
And we'll
Cloudhammer version and a
Phoenix Arms clay tempered version. By the way, we've been saying about how S5 is 10% stronger than S7. This is true, but it also depends on heat treat. So right now, we found out that Cloudhammer, actually I've known this, but I forgot, and I should have told everybody, but Cloudhammer is heat treating it to the durability of S7, but with much better hardness. So you have better edge retention.
It's something a lot of people have asked about, but a little better edge retention out of it.
Yep.
They listened.
When will you guys be cutting next? Probably on Monday. Yeah, it's been a while since we cut.
I'm gonna get some bamboo tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to have to send my sister down to the store. She lives in Richmond. Heck yeah.
The bleach right here.
Renji Zabimaru. Here's bleach over here.
Renzi's are out of it. That's the red one.
That was the red one. We're out of it. Black Ball Yamashita. I don't know. I don't know if we have it or not.
The Tensa Zangetsu.
This is the most popular one. Emma right there.
Aizen, correct.
This is Aizen.
Aizen.
Afro Samurai is 200.
This is Gi. Ipachi Gi.
Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and you will find everything. Almost everything.
Rukia.
Rukia, yeah. We don't have gut swords.
With the little wheels on it.
The wheel sword.
What is this one? This is the one that always.
Yeah, I don't know. Some bleach sword. These are all 150 USD. I have to tell you a story. You might have seen it, but about a customer. You guys heard or know of K120C and no idea what steel? Yeah, it's a Swedish powder steel made by ASAB.
Hanwha uses that. Used to use it a lot.
They still have some, but ASAB stopped making it. You know, ASAB has switched over to ASAB 88, which is a different type of steel, which is tougher than K120C.
You know, sword steel evolution is still moving. So what you loved 5 years ago, or what was the top of the pile 5 years ago, is now moved down. I mean, it's steel.
It's getting better and better.
We're still evolving steel, and it still makes for awesome swords. So it's kind of weird. When we like 2 and 3 years ago, there's something already better that's cheaper. It's better. So it's.
We do deliver to California. We do deliver to California. What's the silver sword on the top of the frontmost? Oh, that's Moonveil. Moonveil right here. From Elden Ring. It has a really pretty Damascus clay tempered blade with this interesting etching look on it.
It's actually etched into the blade, yeah.
Can you demonstrate Bankai? No, I don't. Did you mention the possibility of new Cloudhammer ASAB 88 blades in the future? We can always do it. I mean, Cloudhammer has a stock of ASAB 88 blades.
We used to carry them. We used to have them all the time.
It's kind of like ASAB 88, you're getting, it's the price of an S5 sword, but you're getting less durability and more hardness.
About $700.
Yeah. We don't have Dragon Slayer.
Did it have a? It didn't have a Hamon in it.
No, you can't put a Hamon on.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't putting one.
I mean, technically, you can put Hamon on virtually any steel sword, but yeah. At a certain point, you don't want to, especially with practical swords. Cloudhammer's emphasis is pretty much on tough blades. It's kind of funny. I was talking to the boss the other day, and he was saying that he's behind because he was visiting, I think, the Philippines, and they were helping to replace like the blades for their paper cutters. I mean, so they're basically, you know, Cloudhammer started as a blade factory and for like lawnmower blades, precision machine blades. It was only in 2019 that they started to do sword blades.
That speaks to me because they're bladesmiths, they're blacksmiths, they know steel, you know.
SK Ninja swords. I'm not sure what SK is. The biggest sword we have are the Claymores right there. Kirito we don't have. Conan the Barbarian. That's the little cap on the thing. Conan, did you say Conan the Barbarian? By the way, for those of you like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I've been watching Netflix's Japanese version of the Terminator.
Yes, I just started it.
It gets really good.
Yeah, I'm on episode 2.
S5 lawnmower says Brandon Burkett.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't want it for a lawnmower because it doesn't have the best edge
Yeah,
retention.
but that might be a future product name. Yes.
The lawnmower. The lawnmower. I mean, there's technically a grass cutter, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've got a kusanagi, which is a grass cutter. It's basically a lawnmower. Yeah.
Himura Kenshin. Yeah, we're right by it, right here. It's a sakabato right here, plus the hitokiribato side.
This is the nicer version I just showed a minute ago.
Shirosai, we showed it earlier. How many different types of Japanese swords like the long katana? I'm not sure what your question is. Do you have different types of Japanese swords like the long katana, like odachi? How far have you through? I finished Terminator Zero. I just finished it today.
I'm on the second episode.
We don't have Mihawk sword. Here is a big. What is this? This is one of the odachi.
New colors in today.
We got a purple with white, black on black, black on white, blue on white, red on black. So yeah, we got a bunch of new of these 9260 spring steel odachi. Anything else we can show you guys? Cane swords. Do we have a cane sword? Oh, my sweet summer child. Do we ever have cane swords? We have 4 different types of cane swords here. Here is one from Phoenix Arms.
What we like about this is we've had a lot of customers ask us for something that you couldn't just pull apart if somebody grabbed it from you, or you don't have to unscrew it. Don't attack me yet, sir. I have to unscrew my sword. So you actually have to depress this little button here, and it draws the blade.
I hate when people try to unscrew these swords.
But so that's cool.
But what's cooler is
We have one with the crook as well, and we have this one. This is new from Dragon King. So
it's carbon fiber
yeah, it's carbon fiber chassis.
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 A chassis.
So it has a nice blade in it, but then as a little added extra, it has a palm knife in the handle.
Carbon fiber chassis. Chassis. Yeah, well, I am prone to foot and ankle pain, so I might start using one of these myself. We actually sold one the other day. Someone put a down payment on one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And we just had a huge shipment from Cast Siberia coming. A lot of new Western swords. Sasuke sword, we have a couple versions of it. Bokken Bokuto, you can see that Scott made a trash can with one.
Hey,
It works. I'm not complaining. Where can we buy? Go to our website, rvakatana.com. rvakatana.com. All right, looks like we're slowing down, even though we have 200 people in here. Is there anything you guys want to see before we shut down? It's already 9.
Or answer any questions or dispel any myths or teach us something.
Yeah, we're always willing to learn. We got our man Brandon Burkett here on YouTube, who's always very educational for us. We always learn a lot from him. Can it travel to Malaysia? We are unsure. You check with your customs.
I don't know if we've shipped to Malaysia.
Futuristic swords. We have the 1000 Demon Dagger sword, which looks pretty cyberpunk to me. Can you show the Dragon King Kawanakajima? Oh,
yes, I can.
Hanzo. We don't have Hanzo because Hanzo wasn't a swordsmith. Thanks, Kill Bill, thanks, Quentin Tarantino, for creating myths. Kawanakajima over here. This one has another giant tsuba. How would you describe grades with swords? I don't know. I mean, classically, they would do body cutting tests with Japanese swords, but wazamono o wazamono. Do you guys ship to the UK? UK has some pretty strict sword laws these days, made stricter.
Not pretty. Love the sword. It's a cool dragon. It depicts Takeda Shingen and Uesugi Kenshin.
Got any favorites? This is one of our favorites. Yeah, then there's the Tenkafubu. That's a really fun sword too. Tenkafubu. We have the blemish grade, which is $200 less than the average.
This features the Suba, that total scumbag Oda Nobunaga on there. So if you're a fan of that scumbag wannabe shogun who never was, there's a sword for you.
He didn't want to be shogun.
No, he only tried to unify all of Japan. Failed.
But you know why he didn't want to be shogun, right? He thought he could become a god. He was offered the shogunate, title of shogun, because he was from not the Minamoto, but he was from one of the main 4 families.
kind of not really. I think they fudged some paperwork for that
There was definitely some fudging going around.
one.
Steve wants to see the Morhazu Kuritanto. Are the Cloudhammer katanas signed? They are not. I was talking about getting them to get like a laser signature into it.
So check this out, Steve. It has these little nubbins.
Nubbins.
And it has tsurugi. So it's a kogatana, but it's made out of wood. So it's a nice little filler. And check out that blade.
It's clay tempered on both sides, and it's sharp. I think it's sharp on both sides. It looks sharp.
It is,
Yeah, check out the clay tempering on both
This is a
sides.
beautiful little awesome knife, man. This is just so cool. Really pretty. The saya is really pretty. Yeah, I love it.
Nakamura from Samurai Showdown. We don't. Demon Slayer, we have a lot of right over here.
Who's your favorite Demon Slayer? Inosuke, Rengoku.
I like Rengoku.
Tanjiro.
He's a, yeah, because he likes to eat just like me. Rengoku right there.
Muichiro Kokushibo.
Samurai Champloo. We're talking about getting Gin's sword again. Mugen sword. My bad. Mugen sword.
We had a sort of a
Display.
display version. We're trying to get actually a nicer version.
Extra wide Nihonto I got recently. Brandon Burkett. That is my favorite sword now. My favorite sword in my collection. Like every piece of that sword is just spectacular. Favorite go-to sword. Favorite go-to food. Man, I love food. Noodles, even though they make me fat.
Same here. Yeah.
I love noodles.
We're going over 50, so it doesn't come off anymore.
I stopped coming off when I was like 35. Decent sword for someone wanting to get into collection. What is your budget? Tell me what your budget is, and I can tell you a good start. If it's like 150, Dragon Springs T10 clay tempered swords. If it's closer to 250, then Moritaka. $300, $400 Dragon King seasonal swords.
Or some of the legacy blades. So.
Location is Richmond, Virginia. All three Zoro swords. There's Zoro swords right there.
There's the Swado Ichimonji and the Shisui.
150 to 200. Check out our Dragon Spring swords. The red plum, the purple carp, the sea dragon. They're 150. Oh, the 10,000 chrysanthemums. Those are all really nice swords for 150. Little wooden pegs, mekugi pegs to hold the pommel to the tang. Yes. The Dotanuki I saw the other day. What type of steel is it made of? And the price, please. What is it called online? Because nothing came up under that term. Yeah, we have an Ogami Ito, which is based on the Dotanuki. This is, I think, $800 and some dollars.
Yeah, $875.
We have had antique Dotanuki, but we're out of stock. We sold them to Steve. This one's T10 clay tempered. This is a Dotanuki style blade. I want a sword that says, I hope Sensei will notice me on the blade.
Oh, Senpai will notice me.
Yeah, my new antique Wakizashi is a real keeper. Yes, that is a keeper. I mean, technically it belongs to the shop and it's there for educational reasons.
I saw you put your Naginata Naoshi.
Yeah, now that I have that new Wakizashi that came in, I no longer have need for that Naginata Naoshi.
That's a really nice.
That is a really nice sword.
I'm surprised you're letting that one go.
Yeah, it's one of my oldest swords. I've had it. One of the ones I've had for the longest time. I love that sword. It has this particular sword I'm talking about has muneyaki, which means it's clay tempered on both sides. Which one is this?
This is the Hana.
The Hana. The Hana's a really nice sword. We've sold a couple of Hana.
This is awesome. This koji or this
Higo style. Yeah.
Kashira, it's nice and it's curved, so it fits really nice in the palm of your hand. So depending on how you grip, really nice.
Wakizashi, we have a lot of Wakizashi. Here are a lot of our Daisho sets over here. A lot of spring mints. I don't know how I ended up with so many of them, but here we are.
Hey, they sell. People love them.
The Dragonfly Spring Mint. Sword Soul, yeah. All right, people, we're going to shut this down because we got to do things. If it's not made in Japan, it's trash.
Get out of here. Are you saying with your shoes, probably everything in your life is not made in Japan? I guess everything you drive is trash.
I'm guessing
You wear is trash. Everything you eat is trash.
Yeah. And really, Japanese Japanese swords are, from a durability standpoint, aren't that good compared to most other places. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and is a testament to how amazing the swordsmiths are. That they could take like really crappy iron and turn it into excellent swords. But to call other swords trash, that's very laughable.
700-year-old sword here. Any of these $200 Chinese-made swords would destroy it.
Which steel do you think is the most durable and battle capable? The T10 mixed with 9260 or the S5? Oh, S5 is far more durable. Far more durable.
Yeah.
Like easily more durable. Probably because the T10 9260 mix is going to have higher risk of forging flaws when the heat treatment's a little bit different. So an S5 is going to be so much better.
What's that?
That is that's one of our that is a Nihonto. This is the one that we got from Sean Smiley. So this is a discounted antique katana. I think it is like an early Edo. And we're only selling it for $12.50, maybe $13.50. So it's a really low cost Edo Nihonto. And this one, the one that the Tachi is sold, right? The Urukunuminie, that's the one with the golden. Yeah, that's been sold for a while.
When we ship it.
Oh, it has a deposit on it. So
Okay.
We actually need to oil these guys down sometime. That's going to be my Saturday project, is to oil all the Nihonto. Which one has the least chance of dulling over a decent amount of cutting? SX105V.
SX105V, probably for sure. Best edge retention. And will cut hard and soft targets. So if you're looking for one sword to kind of cut bamboo with and a tatami that holds its edge very well, SX105V is hard to beat.
Bearded Dad Foodie, our cheapest S5 shock steel sword is the Kodachi. We have an overstock of these because of miscommunication. And so we're selling these for $425. They are shorter and thinner than a katana. They're Kodachi, but they are a lot of fun to play with. I have a Nihonto oiling weekend coming up, says Steve. You mean month.
Right.
I believe you mean month.
Unless he goes to Home Depot and hires 6 people to come and do it.
And then we also have the Musashi. We just got this one in, the Iron Musashi. And this is the full katana is our least expensive. And it is, where is it? Oh, it's at the very bottom. It's this one is $550. And this one has a polymer handle. So you can't tell from the outside, but if you took the ska off, you would notice it's polymer. And so we're going to cut with this to see how well. This is our prototype. And so we get to cut with it and see how well it feels, how good it feels, or how bad or good it feels on the hands when we actually hit. We should do bamboo with this one.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking.
Yeah, well, we'll do both.
That's X. Right?
No, that's S5.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Serpenta loves Kodachi. Awesome. Sword with the black blade. We've shown several with the black blade. Least expensive, lightest katana would be the Surudoi from Romance of Men. Surudoi, Surudoi from Romance of Men. It's an unakubi, so it's super light. What's one with the blade as long as the handle? It's called a nagamaki. And we do have a couple of nagamaki in stock. The Sengoku Defender is our favorite nagamaki. It's clay tempered, very beautiful. We had tons of fun I had tons of fun cutting with it. Like both Mark and Scott, who are used to like pulling their sword, like they finished their cut right on the other end of the tatami. They kept on not going all the way through because they weren't used to the curve. Can you show the Unwavering Grace? Yeah, that's also a really cool sword. We cut with that. We just posted video last week. We cut tatami. We cut bamboo. We're having a great evening. Thank you. I'm having a great evening. I don't know about you. So this is the Unwavering Grace. Oh yeah, so this is the T10 clay tempered version. This one, let me hold it actually. You can see it has even the hamon line is crosses. Hey, Coalescence! How long are we going to be on? We're actually about to shut down. Yeah, I wasn't on much last week. I was out of town for some of it. The Unwavering Grace is $325. This is the Redeeming Light, which is a 65 MN Christian sword. Hey, Voodoo in the house. Jesse, long time no see. We got a bunch of new cloud hammers in today, but we're about to shut down, so you missed it. We'll show it again tomorrow, though. They do come sharp, yes. We do ship to Australia, but if you're in Victoria, you need a permit. What's your quick question? Go ahead and ask, Coalescence. We'll ask it. Can you pop the hilt? Well, the Chinese swords, they're a little bit harder to do, but we actually just got in a Scott popper. Which swords are you planning to use for Monday's test cutting? Probably the Winter Sun, because we're getting a bunch of them in stock.
Winter Sun, the new Iron Musashi.
We're located in Richmond, Virginia. The cheapest, lightest katana is called the Surudoi. Surudoi.
Oh, and we're gonna cut with this one.
Or look up Romance of Men's. Either one.
This one we have a killer price on. This is the Red Cyclone.
The Red Cyclone has a really beautiful sword. We have cut with it before. Can I see the Sasuke behind you real quick? That is the one from Cloudhammer, right? Oh, it's right there. What is it doing on that rack? Not that I care. I'm just, it's kind of splitting the S5s in half. This is the Cloudhammer version. This is a Sup 12, which is a really nice spring steel. Website on our page. Website, yes, rvakatana.com. rvakatana.com. Cherry Blossom 9260 spring steel in stock. If you mean the Crimson Cherry, that's right over here. Do you guys do cutting tests all the time? Well, Mondays. Tomorrow's live, probably do around 4 p.m. Eastern. Legends? I don't know if we're legends, but we have fun. Legend. The Moritaka Legend. This is so fun to cut with. Yeah, it is a really fun sword. All right, we are going to shut down, but thank you all so much.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Shutting down TikTok. And shutting down all the other ones in a minute here. All right, see you guys later. Good night.